For decades now, Atari has been working tirelessly to find something more embarrassing to be associated with than their infamous ET game, and today, they may have finally done it, as they're heading into the NFT space. While I myself have been planning to do a more in-depth video about my thoughts on NFTs, specifically in video games, I'm not going to get much into all that here, but I know there are many people who aren't really familiar with the whole NFT thing. For those of you unaware, NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's essentially a digital item that is unique, sort of has an electronic signature, runs on blockchain technology like cryptocurrency. The most popular use for them right now, which you've almost surely seen on Twitter, is for creating, buying, selling, collecting awful art. I mean, stuff that's just offensive to the eyes. People will pay a ton of money for these digital images, which, yes, you yourself could obviously also screenshot. You could right-click save when you see them pop up, which is sort of a meme surrounding all of it. But still, you wouldn't have the real one. Like I said, these things sell sometimes for insane amounts of money. Tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands in some instances. And what the creators really like with how this whole thing works is they can program these things so they get kickbacks for a % of the profits whenever they sell in the future. So say I make one of these terrible looking NFTs, I can make it so I get 10% of all future sales of it. And, you know, if you're an idiot who's dumb enough to buy it from me for say $10, you know, I'm going to get all of that $10. But then if you go and find someone even dumber than you who's willing to pay $100 for it, then I also get 10 of that. So as long as you can keep finding idiots out there to sell these things to, there's a lot of money to be made here. And it's no surprise that there are game companies trying to get in on all that. Now, there are implementations for actual games, like Ubisoft announced with that Ubisoft Quartz thing, where they're adding NFT items you can actually get in, what was it? One of the Dead Ghost Recon games. There are so many at this point, but yeah, in that game you could earn like an NFT helmet, some pants, I think. But that's not really what we're talking about here, so let's keep it more in on this art type deal. Konami previously minted some NFTs based around some of their games like Castlevania and sold them at auction. Some of them fetched over like $10,000 a piece. And again, these are effectively images you're buying. So now Atari is pretty much taking this idea to the next level, combining it with one of my other favorite things in gaming, loot boxes. So you're going to be able to buy mystery boxes containing Atari-themed NFTs. I'm at the point where I'd welcome the asteroid just hitting Earth. I'm ready. So I want to read some of the description on this whole deal from an article that was posted on VGC about exactly how this is all rolling out. The company is teaming up with Republic Realm, one of the most active developers of the metaverse and NFT ecosystem, to sell off a collection that is being dubbed GFTs. Why the name change? Well, they're describing them as giftable NFTs, which initially appear as gift-wrapped boxes with no indication of what's inside, which Atari says makes them, quote, ideal for gifting to others. My God, could you imagine getting an Atari NFT loot box as a gift? I'd cut that person out of my life entirely, no questions asked. Then, on a specific date, the NFT will unwrap to show various different NFTs based on titles from Atari's 50-year history. Which, I don't really understand that. It's like, so you have to wait? Like, you buy the thing, but you can't open it right away? You're going to have to wait to the certain time for it to unwrap? Buyers will then find out on that date if their GFTs are common, rare, or epic. According to the collection's website, there's less than a 5% chance of a purchaser's NFT being rare, and less than a 1% chance it will be epic. Dudes, I know you're all going to want to get those epic screenshots of Pitfall. The scheme is encouraging people to buy multiple GFTs, obviously. GFT holders will then be eligible to compete in game competitions with top scores offering access to special rewards. They'll also have access to a Discord server where they can trade with others, which that actually ties into a big concern I have with like scamming people in this space. Unlike your loot boxes and microtransactions that in most games are typically like account locked, the main driving factor behind NFTs is playing the market and hoping the one you buy will go up in value and you can turn around and sell it and make a profit. I do not believe there are many people actually like enjoying their collection of NFTs. They have no real use, but even in like admiring them, there aren't a lot of cool display options for your collection of JPEGs. So it really is all about playing the market for these completely artificially scarce items. They're again digital, so it's like obviously you could make 1, 10, or 1,000 of them without much issue. Again, I don't want to get too much into ideas like bringing influencers in and having them hype this shit up, effectively pump and dump this crap on fans, but there's a lot of gross potential with these things that's already occurred in the space. There are a lot of people that you can pull in off of the hype who really don't understand what they're doing, what they're getting into, and you can siphon money off of them. But yeah, basically, while I already have problems with these companies like selling you even a digital costume for your characters in a game, I think the idea of selling that costume to people like it's some sort of investment that they're going to be able to turn around and sell one day for way more money is where things get extremely problematic, and I'll leave it at that. And oh, you better buy it now. You don't want to be kicking yourself when someone turns around and sells that thing for $100,000 in a year. It's like, ugh. Anyway, it's also claimed that GFT owners will have access to more to come in the metaverse, though there is no explanation on what exactly that means or Atari's specific definition of the metaverse. The metaverse is really whatever you want it to be at this point. Atari CEO Wade Rosen said in a statement, this is the key, "The Atari brand is synonymous with video games, and video gaming is the backbone of the metaverse. What better way to commemorate Atari's 50th anniversary than by ushering in a new era of technological innovation while also honoring the brand that launched the modern video game industry." And yeah, there it is. It's easy to dunk on Atari because they're pretty irrelevant these days, but many are seeing this nonsense as the future, a big, bold new direction for gaming. Like I said, big players are already getting into it. Square Enix and EA have both put out statements that they are looking to get involved as well in the space, so it's something that is only going to ramp up from here. And just like previous practices like loot boxes and microtransactions infesting the space, you can bet I'll be here as well, continuing to screech about how dumb this all is. But anyway, with that, this video is a wrap. Let me know your thoughts about NFTs in general in the comments. What do you think about dropping some serious cash on video game screenshots effectively? And not only that now, but buying loot boxes to get a chance at an epic video game screenshot. As always, I'm the Shy Guy, Johnny Zakari, and thanks for watching.